today to talk to you guys about the iconic London Pigment Sticks. I've seen a lot of great things about this foundation on social media, but I haven't seen that many reviews or anything like that about them on darker complexions. So obviously I had to come through for y'all and swatch and demo and etc, etc, etc. So if you're interested in this foundation, if you're curious, if you want to hear more, keep on watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and that notification button if you guys want to be notified whenever we post a new video. So let's get started. So to get started, I have already prepped and primed my face with some new Urban Decay products that I just picked up, or that I just got rather. This is the Urban Decay Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep and Priming Spray and their Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. So I haven't tried these out that much, but I figured why not try them today with this foundation demo tutorial, whatever you want to call it. So I already prepped and primed, so now I'm going to color correct. I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever HD Invisible Cover Concealer. This is in the shade R50. It's technically called a concealer, but it's actually a color corrector shade. It's like a peachy orange tone. So I am just going to go ahead and apply that a little bit, too much. In the areas where I have some dark spots under the eyes and around the mouth area. I really like this color corrector because it's like the perfect shade of orange for my complexion. It's not too deep, but it's not too light either, and it blends out really easily. So Iconic London sent me 5 different shades. We have here 4.3, 4, 5.2, 5, and 3.2. So I'm going to swatch 2 of the ones that are closest to my complexion, and then we're going to use the others to highlight and contour. So let's see. I'm going to swatch 4.3 and 4 on the side of my face so you guys can kind of see the difference between the two. This is 4.3. Actually, 4 is looking a little light. Let's use a different color. I'm not sure how the numbers correspond in terms of like the order and the shade range. 5 looks like it might be closer, so we're gonna try 4.3, which is this one, and then 5. It's right next to that. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but 4.3 to me looks like it's a little bit closer to my complexion. Even though it looks a little darker, I think it has the yellow undertones that I'm looking for. 5 looks like it's a little bit too reddish, warmish for me, so we're gonna go ahead and apply 4.3 all over the face. And to first blend that out, I'm going to be using this, I think it's Royal and Langnickel, their R Revolution BX20 flat kabuki brush, and then I'm gonna blend it out after with my beauty blender. So let's get into this. I'm not sure how much I should apply. I'm usually kind of light-handed, but I want full coverage today, so I'm gonna have a little bit more of a heavy hand than I normally would. Those really don't have they don't have a smell to them. They kind of smell like any old stick foundation. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and use the flat top kabuki. Just blend that into the skin. It's looking pretty blended, but I just prefer Beauty Blender as my ultimate blending tool. So I'm just gonna go in after using this, and I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender and just make sure that there is a flawless finish happening here. So this is the finished kind of application of the foundation. It's like a teensy tiny bit darker than my chest, but I think it'll be fine once I highlight and contour. And you know, it's winter right now, so I'm kind of a little bit lighter. I'm sure this shade would probably be perfect in summer months. And this was just the shade that matched my complexion the most. So yeah, this is the finish. It looks pretty full coverage. And I think the finish looks like it's not dewy or matte, it's just a natural, I guess you would say. Very comparable to other stick foundations. As far as transfer goes, because that's something that I am really big on with stick foundations. It has a tiny bit of transfer that could also have to do with how much I apply, and once I set it with powder, I'm sure it will be fine. So let's get into highlighting and contouring. So I'm going to go ahead and contour first. I'm using the shade 5.2. Just going to do, this is like a very neutral chocolate shade. It might not be deep enough for people who are a little darker than I am. Let's see how this blends out. I don't really like contouring my nose, but sometimes I just contour this beginning area that leads up into my forehead. Then we are going to use shade 3.2 to highlight. Normal places under the eye. Small smidget on my forehead, and then a little bit under the contour, just so that we can make sure that it's sharp. And I'm just going to go in this area. So I'm going to take the flat kabuki brush again, just because I think that with stick foundations, using a brush first kind of helps it blend in more. So let's start blending and see how this goes. I'm going to go in again with my Beauty Blender just to make sure everything is blended and there are no harsh lines. So this is the application. I have applied my foundation, highlighted and contoured. I'm gonna go ahead and set this with powder, finish up my eyes and the rest of my face with a little bit of highlight and blush, some lipstick, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished look using the iconic London pigment sticks. I hope you guys enjoyed this demo / tutorial. Per usual, you can download the app, the Coco Swatches app, for more swatches of this foundation or any other foundations you might be interested in. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, etc, etc, etc. Let me know if you guys have tried this brand before, what you think about it in the comments below. Make sure you like this video, comment, and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching.